Hey RCC, it's 2 o'clock and we want to come today and encourage you during this time because I know it feels like you're facing fear in the valley. And if you've ever been in a valley, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. I never forget the last time I was in a huge valley. It was a year ago right now. I was in the Grand Canyon and we had to climb out of the Grand Canyon. I'll never forget looking up and all the rain that was coming down on us as we started our journey. The wind, it was like hurricane force wind. I've never been quite in something like that in my entire life. But you wonder, how are we going to get out of this? And are we going to be able to get out of this? And so you probably heard of Psalms 23 many times. And today I want you to read that, look at it, because I think you'll find encouragement for the valleys that we face. And right now, let's be honest, we're facing a valley. And Psalm 23 provides a tremendous hope for what we're experiencing right now. And throughout this chapter, God reminds us that three powerful truths we can cling to when we are fearful. First point is this: we are not alone. God is walking through the valley with us. You look at Psalms 23 verse 4, it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why is that? For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And see, you deal with life's shadows by turning to the light. You can't see the shadow if you look at the light at the same time. Jesus says in John 8 that I am the light of the world. And so what we do is we stop focusing on what's scaring us and we focus on Jesus. He is with you right now. And when you get your focus off of your fear and you get your focus on God and what He wants to do through you, it changes everything. Valleys are different for a believer than a non-believer. The difference isn't the absence of the shadow, it's the presence of the shepherd. Number two, God has a purpose for our problems. You look at Psalm 23, it tells us over and over, God works for our good. He gives us everything we need in verse 1, gives us rest in verse 2, He gives us strength in verse 3, and He leads us down the right path in verse 3 as well. It says in verse 6, it says, your goodness and your love will be with me all my life. And as we go through these valleys together, we need to remember that God will use these difficult days for our good. I think about Hosea chapter 2, verse 15, it says, I will transform the valley of trouble into a gateway of hope. That's an amazing scripture right there. God will do this through today's valley as well. He will work it out for our good. And so as believers, we can be absolutely certain that there's a purpose in our pain. And number three, this will not last forever. No matter what happens here on earth, this is not the end of the story, and this will not last forever, but our reward, guess what? Our reward is going to last forever. Heaven will be worth any valley we go through today. We will be rewarded for our faithfulness during our time on earth. Heaven is forever. No valley, no matter how long it seems now, will last near that long. I think about what Paul says in 2 Corinthians 4. He says, we have small troubles for a while now, but they are helping us gain an eternal glory that is much greater than the troubles. And I don't know how you're experiencing this valley. I do know that you have a shepherd who's walking through this valley with you. I know God will work good out of this situation. I know this valley is not going to last forever. So RCC, we will walk through this valley together as we look at it in the light of eternity. This is not the end of the story. So RCC, don't forget tomorrow we have 9 and 10:30 worship. You can go to riverchristian.church/online to watch us. And I'm telling you right now, you will find encouragement as we choose joy during this season. So RCC, we love you. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 or 10:30.